I'm not going to tell you how great or poorly I did last week. I'm not going to tell you what to gamble or who you should pay to help you gamble, or who or not to watch on YouTube about gambling, or if you should listen to me and continue watching. I'm going to tell you to hit that like or dislike button. I'm going to tell you that this card is thinning between Miocic and Ngannou. People are dropping. Volkanovski Ortega have already fallen. Panay Goldie down. Minifield Knight down. Question is, will we have a main event? Is every fight in jeopardy? Will we have a main event on Saturday? Well, everyone's already gotten their 2 cents, and here are mine, because I already have a few pennies in the fight. Well, looking at the money line, Stipe was a dog for a while, but the line has drawn closer, and I would anticipate by Saturday this fight being even money. I would really love to see the metrics on the volume of betting for this event as it changes, as money comes in on Ngannou as well as Stipe. It'd be really cool to see, similar to horse betting, where are everyone's placing their bets. Because when we look at these metrics here and the stats, look at the distance prop at plus 300 and no to go the distance at minus 455. Basically, Vegas expects a finish. Why? Because Vegas and social gamblers like killers and fearful motherfuckers, and that's what Ngannou is. Gamblers love easy bets or fighters with a simple path to victory. Ngannou's one-hitter quitter is just that, and his ability to fill these Hail Mary parlays is perfect. So Ngannou's easy on the eyes pick for both gamblers and the social fan. So most people, of course, are attracted to this fight. Why? Because Francis Ngannou. He really is quite the draw on this, because everybody expects a big knockout from the big guy. Of course, here, if you're looking at a finish, Ngannou at minus 106 doesn't pay you very much. It's close to even money, where Stipe does have a little payout for a finish because it's unlikely that he would finish Ngannou. I might disagree with that, but of course Vegas has it as plus money. Which side you're chasing here definitely is important. Manage your money. Look at the various props and abilities here or opportunities to make money, and pick your spots, because on either side, either way you go, you're going to get paid out pretty good if you're on the winning side, of course. So again, here looking at the decision prop, plus 400 for Stipe and plus 1200 for Francis. Francis doesn't win by decision, so that stat is going to be pretty large. Stipe does often win by decision, and I believe he won by decision the last fight. So at plus 400, if you're on the Stipe side, that might be something to consider. Next, we take a look at the TKO prop, where Stipe is plus 210 and Francis is at plus 100. Not very huge payout there for Francis, but for Stipe, if you really think that he could pull it off, plus 210, you add that to the straight money line bet, and that might not be a bad side to take here. If we look at the submission prop at plus 1400 on the Stipe side, and plus 2000 for Francis Ngannou, man, if Francis could pull out a submission, I would love MMA for the rest of my life. I think it would be really, really cool. Highly unlikely. I think Stipe is more likely to get one, although I doubt we see a submission in this match. Lastly, here we get a look at the round props. The main thing to really look here is Francis in round 1 at plus 210. I think that's appealing if you're on the Francis side. Round props are always fat, but I rarely play them. Also, with the over and under on the round props, remember, you think it's self-explanatory, but don't embarrass yourself or trouble your teller on how you won your over 2.5 round bet when the bout starts round 3. Okay, so what did I decide to do here? I think it's pretty obvious that I was on the Stipe side. I have future bets already with Stipe in place. I have him in a future parlay with Valentina Shevchenko as well as Kamaru Usman. I believe that's at plus 233 for a 3-pick, which I think is pretty good. I'm very happy with that and that leg there. I also had some prior bets for him at the money line at plus 126, I believe it was, where he's currently sitting at plus 102. Looking at the total rounds, I think an easy bet to take is the over 1.5. I don't think that Ngannou is going to be able to get this done round one. You never know, of course, but that bet is actually good meat to chase. Ngannou at the finish at plus 185. I probably will add that to the money line bet. I'm sorry, actually the TKO at plus 210. Looking at the round props, unlikely I would play any of these round props at all. If I did anything, I'd look at the rounds 3 and 4 at plus 600. But I would primarily probably try and sprinkle the decision prop. I think that he's already accomplished this. He's done it once before by decision. Sure, it's a different fight, different outcomes, different times, different training, different context. I understand all this. People change, people get better, people get worse. But in the end, I believe that chasing the decision prop isn't a bad idea. But I have already stacked quite a bit of units on Stipe on the money line, so I'm comfortable with that. I would just be cautious on what you're doing here with all of these bets. Money management is key. Don't hedge against yourself or the market. Avoid playing too many of these props. Of the 4 or 5 or 6 that I showed you, I'm only going to play 2. Maybe 3 tops. It depends how I'm doing throughout the evening. Sometimes as the evening gets through going, I definitely play some more props if I'm losing. Or if I'm winning, I get a little bit more aggressive. That's a different topic of discussion in the future. So please like and subscribe. I really appreciate anyone that sat through all of this. As always, if they're able to use any of this information, it's fantastic. I do this for fun. I love participating in this. I love being part of what already is the discourse in MMA YouTube world. I've been a part of this for a while. I'm just bringing myself forward a little bit and having fun at it, and hopefully continue to have fun with at it. But in the meantime, everyone, please like, subscribe. Thanks again.